This is Victoria with Metaphysical Musings, and today we're going to talk about crystals, specifically one crystal. This could be your desert island crystal. It is the quartz crystal, but you don't have to wait till you're on a desert island. Quartz crystals are the parsley of the crystal world. Quartz crystals can be used for pretty much any type of energy work that you do. They will enhance it. They will make it and they also at the same time can condense it, which is kind of miraculous if you think about it. Quartz crystals are used in electronics. They are used in NASA. They are used everywhere. What are some of the shapes and textures and looks of crystals? So here I have 3 examples. So this is a quartz cluster, and you can see all of the quartz points, and they're all sort of living together as a family, as you will. So this is a decorative piece, but this also holds an amazing amount of energy. This is a double pointed crystal point. As you see, the point's not very sharp here. It's more sharp here. So with crystal points, you can use them to make wands, and that's a separate video that we'll do in the future. You can use them if you have a single pointed crystal that's flat on the bottom. You can use it for crystal grid. You can use it for jewelry. You can use it to hold, to pray, to do whatever intention work that you're trying to do, and infuse the crystal with that intention, thought, or energy. This is what my daughter refers to as the ice cube crystal. And this is a tumbled quartz, and it looks like a piece of ice. And I was drawn to this because, if you can see, it has either a piece of dirt or a bug that got left in, and nobody wanted this crystal because it was like not perfect. So I was like, oh, well, you're coming home with me because I like not perfect things. So those are just some examples. You can have spheres, you can have teeny tiny, what they refer to as fairy crystals, cabochons, anything. That pretty much crystals can be made into any shape: hearts, stars, beads, chips, anything. Cost. The cost of quartz crystals can be anywhere between $1, yes, I said $1, all the way to thousands and thousands of dollars for large specimens. And I'm going to tell you something. That large $10,000 specimen has no more energy or power than the dollar crystal point that you might buy at the local metaphysical store or even flea market. Now, because you're infusing it with an energy and a vibration. And so therefore, the higher vibration, the higher it's going to go. So cost shouldn't be a factor. If you can't afford any other stone, you should be able to afford a quartz crystal and get it to do what you want it to do. Where to get them? Again, metaphysical stores, Amazon. I don't normally buy stones on the internet, although you can. There are wonderful, wonderful sellers. I like to have somebody either showing me the stone, turning it over, talking a little bit about it, telling me where it's coming from, but that's just my preference. Or going into a store, putting my hand over the stones, and then picking up and purchasing the one that vibrates with me or that's calling to me. But you literally can get quartz crystals almost any place. Why? Why use stones? Why use gemstones? Why use quartz crystals? Well, why not? I mean, they are so useful in any type of energy practice. Whether it's simply a healing, whether it is to give you grounding and peace and just to give yourself a good day, or whether it is to set out an intention that you want something, you want to manifest something, you want something bigger than yourself, you can use this. So why not? Why not give yourself the advantage? How to use them? You can use them in a lot of different ways. You can hold a stone like this and think about, I want my son to get himself together. I want my son to be happy. I want, this is what I want. And you see it, and you feel it, and you taste it, and you are in that place where people are saying, oh, he's so great, or he's saying, oh, things are so great. So you're putting that energy and that vibration into that stone. So that's one of the ways. And again, this is simply my version of how you use quartz crystals. It's one of the ways that you can use a stone. You can sleep with it. They're tiny. I mean, it's sleeping with a rock, but you can sleep with it. You can carry it around for a couple days in a little bag in your purse or in your pocket to have its energy on you and your energy on it. So there's a lot of things that you can do as far as how to use a stone. How to cleanse a stone. Well, one of the great things about quartz crystals, and one of the not so great things about them, is they will absorb a lot of negative energy, and it will transmute it. But then you have sort of, I don't want to say a dirty stone, but you have a stone that needs to be cleansed. So there's a lot of ways to do that. You can put it in the sunlight and let it just get really warm and let the sun reflect through it. You can put it in the moonlight. I live in the city, so it's a lot harder to get direct moonlight through something, but if you do live where you can get direct moonlight to come into your window or someplace in your yard, yeah, you can definitely use moonlight, and it will give off a different vibe and energy to your stone. You can use, which is my absolute favorite way to cleanse a stone, is you can use salt. And my mother used to use salt to cleanse her stones all the time. In fact, she used to use water, salt, and crystal, and was able to pretty much manifest anything she pleased. And you don't have to have a special Himalayan salt. No disrespect to Himalayan salt, but you can use table salt. You can use sea salt and just rub it. You don't even need the water, but the water's nice. It's kind of like a little scrub, a little spa scrub for the crystal. You can use sage. You can run it through the sage smoke or incense smoke. You can use Florida water, or one of those or the holy waters. So there's a lot of ways to clean if you start feeling like you're picking up a lot of negative vibes. Not so much something bad, but that it needs a cleanse. I mean, you need a bath every day. It needs to be cleansed. I would say, roughly, depending on what's going on, at minimum every 2 months. Warning, I'm only talking about clearing and cleansing quartz crystals in that way, with salt, water, sunlight, or sage, or any of the other things. Other stones can be damaged. So just to let you know, please don't damage your other stones unless you specifically know how to cleanse them. If you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you.